sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Packers and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Houston Texans. We are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw on the ball.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And boy, this defense came to play. They're going to bottle him up behind the line again. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, 26 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Stroud. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wood. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown #1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Come on. 18 Cardinal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Stroud to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TV. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Across midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Fields. Touchdown! A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. But Houston's offense taking over again. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Alert! Unlock line! Man, man.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. He's still barreling through. Touchdown, Houston. Damian, 5 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Fields on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's one. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Now Fields. It's Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's Fields now on second down. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Touchdown, Packers! Bo Melton, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Texans 14. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Houston. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go. Chop alert, chop alert. Bronco switch. Roll.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball down.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a first down throw. Fields buying time to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Fields throw here going to be caught by Wilson. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Again, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now the try here for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the... navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Throwing after the interception, Brenner. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the Packers' 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Off play action, Brenner. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake, Brenner. And he completes it to Wilson. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On fourth down, Brenner. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Stroud looking to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Hey, check.
Pierce now up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got it out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action. Brenner. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that went quite well for the defense.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Stroud's that's taken in by Okonkwo. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've reached halftime here on... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Off the play fake. Brenner. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now on their play ball and come up with one more shot at the marker to try to keep this series going.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 2nd down and 6 now.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. As Stroud now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Okonkwo from 8 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Play action. Brenner. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie puts it on. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So now it's 2 straight drives again with an interception.
And the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Stroud out of the gun here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Now third down and very long. Here's Stroud. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over first and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Out to him. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Off play action. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. He'll buy some time right. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Fields. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Texans 31. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take...
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And check down, complete to Hall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Stroud. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On play action, Fields. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 28 yards. Lions. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On the bootleg, Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
First down,
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Back now in Houston.
Here we go, son.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
it's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Fields.
At the 13-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Again, Fields. And he rifles one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
On the play. It's now 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 6-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Fields being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Dancing to his left. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields escaping the pressure right. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Touchdown! Breece Hall, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Texans 31. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Let go.
Stroud. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught, and he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Ayuk, 57 yards. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 20. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Green Bay.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here is third and quite a ways. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On fourth down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. Pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session.
Because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Touchdown, Texans. Okonkwo, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do?
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Stroud Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now Stroud. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Milton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative.